whatever room that you are in today, whether it's in a car room, whether it's an office room, whether it's your home room, wherever you are, whatever space or place that you find yourself in today, I pray the presence of God be with you. Not just be with you, but you recognize also the presence of God is within you. That's very powerful. When we get overwhelmed or we feel stressed or we start feeling fearful or whatever, if you start feeling angry or you get caught up with the ah, hypnosis of society, things that are happening on the news, things that you hear on the radio, things that you see that are happening in your own family, the way the world is just continuing to evolve in such a state and place, it makes you wonder what's really going on. You have to keep your mind fixed on the word. We've got to keep ourselves positioned in the presence of God and understand that God's presence is literally positioned in us. The word says the same power that raised Jesus Christ from the dead is the same power that lives in you. So we're not looking for the God in the sky when we get there by and by. Come on, the God of the universe, as the word says, lives within us. And so you're powerful. You are mighty today to accomplish whatever God has called you to do. There's some key things, as believers that we should practice daily to keep ourselves fit. There's things that you must do daily when it comes to your eating, your nutrition, if you want to keep yourself physically fit, right? There are things you've got to do with your body. You've got to actually work your body if you want to keep yourself physically fit, right? If you want to keep yourself mentally fit, there's things you've got to do. You've got to read a book, right? If you want to get your body in shape, you got to go to the gym, right? Well, if you want to keep your spirit fit or be aware or be able to cooperate with God's perfect spirit in you. See, the thing is, God's spirit's perfect. We're not trying to make God's spirit any better. We can't do that. God's spirit is perfect. But what we can do is we can learn how to cooperate with God's spirit so we can maximize our life, so we can live our lives at our highest potential. And what that boils down to, really, at the end of the day, is being familiar with his word, being familiar with him, and obeying his voice when he speaks to you. And I'm going to give you some ways that we do this. And the first way is time in the word. Time in the word. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is time in the word, and not just rushing through the scripture, but actually finding some words, finding the word, a revelatory word that is what you need for the season or time or moment that you are in, right? And so let me just unpack why time in the word, number one, is really critical for you to have a steady foundation. Why stay in the word is really critical for you when it comes to hearing the voice of God for yourself, right? Why time in the word for you is critical if you want to walk in faith, because without faith, the word says it's impossible to please God. How does God feed our faith? How does God fuel your faith? What tool does he use? He uses the word, right? Romans 10:17 says faith comes. How? Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word. If faith can come by hearing, doubt can come by hearing. Unbelief can come by hearing. Fear can come by hearing. Anxiety can come by hearing, can't it? And so we want to be careful. We want to filter what we allow ourselves to hear consistently over and over and over again. I love the word, because the word is what builds our faith. The word is what grows our faith. We cannot live our life the way God intended unless we are living it through the word.